Hey everyone, welcome to the next Click Create Artist Spotlight. Today we have Jair Marino. Tell me about your goals when you made the piece that you made for Click Create.
Well, I think that my main goal, as well as the theme, was to inspire people, because when I was started learning 2D back in 2020, I feel very inspired by some artists. By the way, one of them is dropping with us. That's Jonathan Nash, offshoot. He was a big inspiration for me at the beginning. I think that I kind of started creating these mini worlds because of watching his animations on Instagram at that time. And I kind of want to do the same with my work, like inspire people, but also because art is often undervalued in the world. It's like the society tells you to learn something that has like a safe income or a safe work, like traditional work, like lawyers, doctors, or whatever you want. And I think that art plays a big role in society. You know, like many artists they work to express important things, to challenge social norms and other things, and also to create beauty in the world. So yeah, that's kind of my goal.
What is your style in your own words?
Well, I think my style could be described as a visual storytelling artist who creates immersive worlds, exploring a huge range of themes and time periods. I always aiming to engage viewers, telling compelling narratives so they can relate to the artworks and kind of interpreting their own experience by looking at my art.
So what inspires you to create?
Well, that's always like a big question, you know, like it's always several things like emotions, feelings. You can always be inspired by external things like movies, games, or whatever, but also by other artists' artworks. Well, in my case, I was inspired by some artists, by some 3D artists when I started, and that's why I started learning 3D because of other artists' works. That's usually a very big inspiration. And not only has to be a 3D artist, it could be any medium, or it could be a music artist or photography or whatever. Yeah. All sorts of inspiration are good. Yeah.
What goals do you have as a digital artist?
I think that goals are all the time changing, you know, because of the different stages or the different stages you are going through your artistic journey. But I think that ultimately the goal is to create a body of work that could has a lasting impact, you know, like not only aesthetically but also a meaningful impact of provoking and emotionally. That's what I'm trying to do with my art, you know, to tell a story and to try to people to feel something about it.
What is coming for you in the future? Do you have any big projects or releases coming up?
Well, I just finished a big project that was my duality collection, but I'm now working on a new collection that is very important to me because I'm trying to explore the different moments of a person's life through my art. I'm always fascinated by the power of storytelling, you know, visuals, and try to spark meaningful conversations with people. And I believe that by exploring that with my art, I can make a good experience with my collection. So I'm not working on that. Obviously, I'm working on a lot of things, but my focus right now is on that collection. And yeah.
So can you tell us about your biggest win in the space?
I don't know if I can say a single one, because like I said, it's always changing. The space moves so fast that, you know, you maybe you get a win and then you are aiming higher and then you aiming lower because the space changed. And but I would say that my biggest two wins so far, the first one was being hired by the MetaKey team to create the MetaKey Edition 4, because that allows me to to show my art to a bigger audience in my early days in the NFT space, to reach a lot of collectors and people, and also allow me to focus on my work because of the royalties and all that. I didn't need to be working on freelance all the time and that. And I would say that the second one was getting on super rare. That was like a big goal of mine, but like I said, it's always changing. It's hard to tell yet.
What is the best advice you can offer to the Click Create community based on your experience so far?
I think regarding the NFT space, and especially being an artist, is be patient. Success in the NFT space doesn't happen overnight. You have to build your audience, your following. You have to connect with people, build a community, and be persistent with your effort and improve your craft all the time. And yeah, be patient. Don't follow trends. Try to stay consistent with your own work. And yeah, eventually it will be okay. Yeah.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Well, that must be the hardest one, but I would say that I feel very inspired by. I'm a big fan of Kobe Bryant, like, and he's always have this Mamba mentality, like. I feel inspired by that, like I always watch him and always try the same with everything I do in life, like being persistent, being always improving, like always trying to reach everything. So that's why I think I will choose that one. Yeah, the Black Mamba.